All right, so welcome to another video. Today we're going to take a look at Netflix earnings. The stock's skyrocketing to the moon today, so it's doing quite well, and it's up quite a bit, almost $52 or so at the moment. So $53 continues to power higher. Now we do have Powell talking right now, yapping away, and probably trying to put some panic into the market. So usually happens quite a bit around this time. And right now, if we take a look here and we just check out the market in the SPY, and let me delete this one. We'll go to the daily and we'll hop into the 5 minutes. You can see there was a lot of whipsaw. So here was a lot of the volume taking place right there. That was just due to his speech talking. And so we went up. Now we're pulling back. So we just don't know what's happening. Now, within the Netflix space, though, Netflix is up $53. So when we start looking at this stock, we're looking at it. I mean, this thing is skyrocketing. It popped right there up, well, now $52. So it's constantly whipping around right now between $52, $53. And when we start checking this thing out, you can see that we've made some good highs and good movements here recently. And that is, of course, due to a lot of this earnings reports that's been playing around. So when we start looking at something like this on Netflix, what you have is you got a surge 16%. It's jumping. It's one of the cream of the crop stocks in this streaming space. You've got stellar results. It's popping on 9 million subscribers that were added. They're also trying to increase prices. So, hey, that's great, right? The company can make more money. Downside is now you got to pay more for Netflix if you're paying into Netflix. So on one hand, you're making it up on your stock investments. On the down hand, it's coming out of your pocket to pay for that. So anyways, that's what we've got going on as far as the news cycles go. And as for the charts, I want to show you a little bit on the monthly chart. Just looking at these projections and what the stock's been doing. I just kind of color coded some things here for you guys. So that way, if anything above a certain moving average, we're color coded. So we've had some good movements here, green. And that happened over multiple years. And then we had these nasty quarters here in 21 to 22 where the stock tanked. And now we kind of climbed back up and we're starting back into that cycle. So if we look into the daily, actually, let's go into about a 3-day time frame. Okay, so here's the big issue where that down move was right around the 2022 cycle. In that year, it had some nasty movements, and now we continue to move up. So one thing that was a concern for me right here was this breakdown of this upward moving support line. And that break below that kind of started to show some weakness. And because of that, I started to get a little bit concerned about the stock. Now, we are popping today, and that is good news. So when we start looking at the daily and we start backing out of this, you can see this trend is still there, which means that if we continue heading higher, are we going to get rejection? That is a big question, because if you do continue to move up and you get a rejection, that could be a problem for the stock. So anyway, that's on the long term. On the short term side of things, looking at it, let's go to 130 minute. When we start looking at this, I mean, you're skyrocketing fairly well. Right now, what you've got is you've got some support resistance right here, right around that $400 price level. So when we start looking at this, you're right in that zone. So I would wait for consolidation or wait for things to digest. 350 came in as well, and it held that 350 zone. So anyways, overall, this looks good and healthy. I would just be slightly concerned about this pullback. If we get this pullback to fill this gap, that could be a little bit of an issue. Other than that, stock looks okay and doing well. Anyway, looking at the overall space, with Netflix, and when we look at a lot of these companies, Roku also up today. You've got Disney down, Netflix up, AT&T and Comcast. They're also kind of just hanging in there right now. Again, we're just whipping around a lot with the Fed talk and discussion. So we were up, then we were down. Now we might go up, then we'll go down. So yada yada yada, putting some fear into the market. So that's what they do and they like to do. So when we see those kinds of things, yeah, you got up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like a roller coaster ride. So anyways, I truly appreciate you guys sticking with me and all the positive comments. It's always really nice. Feel free to comment on the YouTube videos, and I will see you in the next video. Feel free to also grab some freebies on our website. There's some free webinars and much more. I'll see you next time.